This is a celebration of independence. Thousands of pro-Russia demonstrators gathered outside the local government administration building, taken over by activists on Sunday. Listening to songs of the Soviet era, sending a message of support to those inside who, by midday, had declared Donetsk region an independent republic. This, they say, is the region's new seat of power. We're told the People's Council is made up from representatives from every town across the region. Not only here today have they announced that Donetsk is now an independent republic, they've also created and signed a resolution which they're going to pass on to Russian President Vladimir Putin, asking for his help. One of the group's leaders told me some of the seats on the council were difficult to fill.
Delegates were registered and together they came up with a resolution and wrote the names of those who they represent and elected them. 35 to 40% of the seats were taken by the delegates and the rest were filled by those who came with them.
Activists have also asked Putin to put a force on standby of so-called peacekeepers, who would come to their aid if the government in Kiev responds with violence.
We are addressing you, Vladimir Putin, as our last hope for our future and for the future of our children. Only in Russia we see our last remaining defender of our culture of the Russian world.
Their first demand, a referendum, giving the region a chance to decide whether to join Russia. Ukraine's acting president says that's been Russia's endgame all along, accusing Moscow of sending provocateurs across the border, creating an excuse to invade.
Dear citizens of Ukraine, yesterday the second wave of the Russian Federation's special operation against Ukraine started. The goal is to destabilize the situation in the country, topple Ukrainian authorities, disrupt the elections and to tear our country apart.
The government in Kiev has warned it has set up a new anti-terrorism unit and will meet armed protesters with force. Losing control of the east, authorities know they'll need to act quickly, but avoiding a repeat of the bloodshed which ousted the last president will be crucial. Vinnell, Jazeera, Donetsk.